Alrighty, what's going on, everybody? It's Colin here from Pouring for Golf. So I'm gonna do an in-depth bag review. So let's get started. Here we go. Alrighty, we're start off with the wedges here. So I recently just picked these up at the Greater Golf Milwaukee show, 119 bucks a pop. I got a 58 degree with 10 degrees of bounce on there. This is the TaylorMade high toe. I have the KBS High Rev 2.0 115 gram weight shaft in there. They're different. I don't know. I'm not really too sure what to say about them. I used to play Cleveland CBX, and they were really forgiving. They had a nice big face, like not like big like this way, like width-wise they were really big. And they all had different degrees of bounce. So playing this a 58 and a 54 with also 10 degrees of bounce with the same with a little heavier shaft in it, it's different. They're more on the bladed side of wedges, so like when you don't hit them, like it's bad, it's really bad. I've chunked a lot of shots with these because they dig really hard. I know Sean can vouch for me there because one day we're at the range and I chunked like 4 shots in a row. And then he was like, why are you chunking them? So he picked it up and tried to hit one and literally did the exact same thing. When you hit them, they get a lot of spin. They're really good clubs. They're just hard to hit, but I don't know how I feel about them yet. I've had them for about 6 months. So still trying to figure them out, but overall, nice clubs. On to the irons. Alrighty, so I have 2 sets of irons here. This is kind of weird. But I have from 5 iron to wedge, a stock 50 degree wedge. I have Titleist AP1s, the 716 version. I know they say 716, but they're the 2017 model. They're not game improvement irons and they're not tour irons. They are players irons, so they're kind of in the middle. A little bit of forgiveness on the longer ones and a little bit more distance on the longer ones and a little bit more spin on the shorter ones. I have the R300 Dynamic Gold. Get that. The R300 Dynamic Gold shafts in there. They're great irons. I like them a lot. I mean, I don't really know too much to say about them. When you hit them, they go. I mean, just like any iron. When you hit them, I mean, they're bad, but, you know, if you hit a bad shot, it's going to be bad anyways. Something more current to look forward to is getting tour irons, which I am seriously considering because I feel like my game is good enough to where I have the distance down. I want just a little bit more of the control, like left and right. So that's what I'm going to work towards. What I really have my heart set on is Titleist AP2 with 6.0 rifles for Project X in there. They're high launch shafts, and I hit these really low. And it doesn't really help me when I play like tournaments and like fast greens and stuff because of the fact that they just bounce once and then literally roll off the back, so I'm always stuck chipping. And the 6.0 rifles, they go really high. They have a really nice launch that I'm looking for. So after these, I'm thinking around Christmas time, maybe for Christmas. Hopefully I'll be getting them so I can practice them all winter, get dialed in for spring golf season if we have it. Yeah, and just kind of see where we go from there, but that's the irons. All right, and then that was 5 through wedge. And now here's the weird part about my set is I have a 718 4-iron Titleist AP1. I had to buy this separate because it didn't come with the set that I originally bought. And this is my first year playing a 4-iron, which to me was just an absolute huge learning experience because I used to play a 4 hybrid before this, a Cobra BioCell. I absolutely loved it, but it wasn't giving me the control that I wanted. It had the distance. I just like a 215 yards, which is perfect for this, which is where I hit, how far I hit this. I just wanted more of the control, and I really didn't get that with the hybrid. So finally, me and my dad sat down and were like, all right, let's just buy one. I'll learn how to hit it, and all will be well. So I have the AMT red in here, R300. So a little bit newer shaft, a little bit newer head. This thing is not hot. I'm still learning how to hit it. It's interesting. I can hit it off a tee 8 out of 10 times. Off the ground, it's more like 3 out of 10. I'm really still trying to work on it. It's not perfect, but nothing in golf is perfect. I'm just trying to, grind through the process, get it dialed down. So yeah, there's not too much to say. Just basically gonna keep working my butt off, and hopefully it'll come around. So on to my 3 hybrid. Alrighty, and we got the 3 hybrid here. This is my 230-yard club. So I have the Cobra Bio Cell. This is 19 degrees. 19 degrees, no lofted towards jar or anything. It's just standard 19 degrees. I've had this about 3 years now. I love it. I mean, it's pretty much the same thing with my forehand. Off a tee, 9 out of 10 times I can dial this thing in. Off the ground, not as bad as a 4-iron. I could probably say 5 to 6 times out of the ground. The real problem is I hardly hit this thing straight. And every time I step over the ball with this club, I have no idea if it's going to the left or to the right. But it goes 230. It's an absolute missile. I just have the stock BioCell in here, Stiff Flex 63 gram. It's got mid kick and mid spin. Yeah, nothing too fancy here. Still liking this one. I have the exact same one. It was blue, but it was my 4 hybrid, and then I traded that out for the 4-iron. So not too much to complain here about this one. On to the 3-wood. Alrighty, got my 3-wood here. This is the Mizuno ST180. As you can see right there, focus, the ST180. I picked this up at the Greater Golf Monkey Show about 2 years ago. We got a killer deal on it, and I needed a new one. It was my first time playing Mizuno clubs, so it's kind of interesting. I have this loft. It's a standard 15 degree 3-wood, pretty standard there. I have it lofted up 2 degrees, so it's more like a 5-wood with a 3-wood head, just because I don't hit it very high, but I don't really lose distance compared to other people's 3-woods, so I take the height and the little bit more of a stop, bounce, and roll kind of thing, so it doesn't carry as far on the roll, but it carries farther in the air. I have a Kuro Cage 70 gram Stiff Flex in here, pretty standard. I would say this is okay. This is pretty much another hit or miss club for me. I would say it's 50-50 off a tee and 50-50 off the ground, but when I hit it, it goes. It does exactly what I want it to do, the 5 out of 10 times. So, onto the driver. Alrighty, got the driver here. This is the big boy. This is where all the money went this year. The Sim Max, the 2020, 10.5 degrees standard. I don't have it lofted down, lofted up. It's just 10.5 degrees. The real kicker here was the shaft. This was expensive. So I have the Ventus 60 gram stiff shaft in here. Me and my dad did a lot of research on this thing, found out what was good for, what was not. Honestly, this thing is a lifesaver. When I'm not on with anything else, this thing is booming. I'm really trying to figure it out. Right now, my game is not where I want it to be. A couple weeks ago, I was dialed in. I was going out. I was shooting 79s, 80s, making putts. I recently just shot tied my personal best for 77. Had some bad shots, had some good shots. Saved a really good par on 18 for 77. I mean, just when this thing works, I mean, it works. I mean, I don't really know what else to say. But right now, game's going through a rough patch, so we're just grinding it out. Me and Sean are gonna have special video coming for you that we're filming on Saturday, so that should be fun. So hopefully I can kick his butt again. But it starts with this one. So onto the putter, and then something else that I picked up this year that I think is really interesting. Alrighty, onto my putter here. I picked this up this year as well. This is a Spider X, the navy blue. I have just the Pistol Grip 1.0 on here, just the standard one it comes with. I always wanted a Spider. As you saw in the video previously, Sean has my old O-Works 7 that I actually got before this one. So when I went to Golf Galaxy, me and my dad were there, and I had my heart set on a Spider. And he talked me out of it, and I ended up getting that O-Works. And then I played with it for a year. Good putter, don't get me wrong, but I always just wanted a Spider. So I finally went out, picked one up, and I have no complaints about this thing. It is a great putter. The thing is absolutely mint. I do want one of those new truss putters that are coming out, the bladed version, so it acts more of like a mallet like the Spider. But they're $500, so that might be another Christmas purchase with some of the cash we get from there. So that's my my putter, Spider X 2020 or 2019, excuse me. And let me show you one last thing I picked up, and I'll wrap up this video. Alrighty, let me pull this out here. I picked this bad boy up this year. This is the Bushnell Hybrid. So it has the rangefinder part of it. It has the vibration, so when you lock onto the pin, it vibrates, tells you where it is. And then this part is a GPS. So you can turn it on, it'll track you, it'll search you, and it'll tell you what course you're playing at. It'll tell you distances to carry bunkers, into bunkers, to hazards. I never had one before, so I went all out with this one. Got this for my birthday, couldn't have been more happy with it. Yeah, I just think this is really cool. It's got Bluetooth on it, so you can actually hit a button, and it'll come through this, and it'll come through your phone, and it'll tell you how far away based on what this says. Yeah, just very cool. I just figured it'd be a little add-on to throw into the video, so yeah, pretty cool. Alrighty, that's just gonna about do it for this video. Once again, like Sean said, this is not what we had planned. We had a whole range video set up, so we're gonna have to refilm that. Not really what you want to see, but life will go on, learning experience. So yeah, I mean, that's gonna just about do it. Thanks for tuning in. Please be sure to like and subscribe, comment, share with all your friends. Have some videos coming up hopefully next week of some really cool match play, stroke play, and a range session with Top Tracer. And believe it or not, there's some interesting events that transpire in there. So yeah, have a good rest of your day. And this has been 414 Golf. Peace.